Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about The Purge. And this movie came out in 2013, and it's pretty iconic. I'm sure you all know what this movie is. And it's not even an hour and a half long, hour 25. And I was like, sweet, that nice short movie should be pretty easy to sit through. And was I ever wrong about that? This movie was really bad. Very boring, very stupid, and Rhys Wakefield, he was the best part of the movie. Not because he was good necessarily, but he had screen presence at the very least, and he was the most entertaining part of the movie. I was enjoying his performance. I was having fun when he was on screen, and that's really my only positive for this movie. The rest of the movie is just really poorly put together, not just in terms of the script and how this universe functions. Once a year, we get the Purge, where like all crime is legal, you can do whatever you want, except for a few things. I don't even remember the rules, but point is, for 12 hours, you're less restricted. And it's not just that concept alone that doesn't really make any sense as to like why people would vote to want this to be a thing in this universe, but also just the filmmaking I found to be pretty incompetent at times. Like there's too many cuts, which kind of started to give me a headache after a certain point in time. There were also too many close shots, and throughout the entire movie, I could, at the very least, tell whether or not characters were inside or outside, but I couldn't really tell what room characters were in or where in the house we were being shown. Like, it just all feels like the same hallway, basically. Sometimes I couldn't even tell whether or not the movie was taking place upstairs or downstairs. Couldn't even tell you. There's lots of really bad dialogue throughout the entire film, which really does not do this movie any favors. No one talks like a real human being. And it's very cartoonish, and I just couldn't take it seriously. And the movie is taking itself very seriously. And whenever something really cheesy or stupid happens, it's really funny in a way that's very unintentional. And also the concept of the movie, like I said, it doesn't really make any sense, but it didn't even develop it in a way that would make this world interesting to explore. Like, what would happen if crime was legal for 12 hours? What could you explore there? They really don't do much. It kind of just happens, and it's just a home invasion movie. And a lot of people just complained that with a home invasion, there's really not much you could explore. Like, it just makes it indistinguishable from any other home invasion movie that exists, because it just makes everything feel very small scaled. And I don't even have an issue with that necessarily. Like, if anything, that's like the 20th thing that's wrong with this movie. But the home invasion element, like the characters that are outside who are going to invade the house, it doesn't even happen until an hour through the movie. Like, the home invasion is the last 25 minutes. Like, come on. You're expecting something else at the very least, right? Like, at least in a movie like Panic Room, like, it's a home invasion movie, but there's lots to chew on. There's lots of things to get out of, and they really do explore the concept as much as possible in that movie, at least from memory. But in this movie, not really. Things just happen, and it doesn't make any sense. And there are things that are reincorporated into this movie that are just so in your face, and I just couldn't stand it whatsoever. Like, there's nothing really subtle about the movie. It's just like, oh, let's show you this because that's how reincorporation works. And it just feels so forced to me. The characters in this movie are incredibly stupid. I never once believed that any of the characters were making any smart decisions or reasonable decisions throughout the entire film. And most of the movie is just nothing happening. Like, I said it already, the home invasion doesn't happen until an hour through the movie. Guess what is most of the movie, if not nothing happening? a guy sneaks, like, is smuggled into the main house because the main kid, well, one of the main kids let him in because he was screaming for help. And then the plot kicks in. Then we have all these, like, different characters outside who are, like, killing people because it's the Purge. And they just want this one guy to be released so they could kill him. And there's like a time limit thing, and that's the whole movie. The movie kind of did remind me of Assault on Precinct 13 a little bit, and I was just wishing I was watching that movie instead. And one last thing to mention, going back to how this movie is shot. Not only is every single shot way too close, but also every single shot in this movie, for the most part, it just feels unplanned. Like, they don't really have any real idea as to how to present anything in this movie visually. It's like, okay, let's get this and then cut, and just we'll figure it out later as we go along. And yeah, there's nothing interesting in this movie visually, or as far as the script goes, or performances. There's really nothing here. Very boring movie. Nothing really happens. A very bad home invasion movie that has nothing to offer. The violence is boring. The characters are boring, except for the one guy who I don't even remember his name. The leader for the criminals, purging characters or whatever. He was funny, but he only has like no more than 10 minutes of screen time. And yep, that was the full movie. Like, this is almost an unspoilable movie. Like, if you even say that this is a home invasion movie, like, that happens an hour into the movie, and you know exactly what's going to happen once the home invasion starts. So beyond that, there's really nothing to spoil. With, I guess, whether or not our main group of characters are going to make it out alive or not. That's really all there is to the movie. So with all that being said, I'm going to give The Purge a 2 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of The Purge, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Child's Play 2. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.